Amigos, Kash, President and CEO of Kash International Luxury Real Estate. Hey guys, how are you doing out there? We are enjoying a beautiful, stunning morning here in Las Terrenas, Dominican Republic. We're going to share a quick video with you to discuss kind of the future. I know we're in December right now. It's Christmas time, 2023. It's coming up very soon. As we get ready to move into the new year, into 2024, what we're looking to do is enhance our services for our clients, our international clients, primarily North American. As you know, we are a boutique brokerage that are focused on North American clients because we understand your needs, your wants, and desires when it comes to moving to a place like Las Terrenas or the Dominican Republic overall. So, what are we doing here today, guys? We're ramping up, and in typical Kash fashion, we're getting ready for 2024. And part of that process is introducing you to a very, very special member of my team. His name is Brye. He is from Minnesota, and we've been friends for a few years now. We've been very fortunate, Krista, myself, and Elle, to be friends with Brye and his entire family. Okay, what we're going to do today is you're going to learn a little bit about Brye because he is dedicated to the Las Terrenas market. As you know, in 2023, we launched the trifecta being Punta Cana, Santo Domingo, and Las Terrenas. Las Terrenas being the originating site of the Love Where You Live mindset and concept that we've launched here a few years back. But Brye's going to really dial in and drill deep into Las Terrenas. He lives here. His children go to school here. His wife is here. And he recently just built a beautiful home on the side of one of the highest lomas in town, overlooking all of Las Terrenas. So that's where we're at today. We're very fortunate to be here, enjoying the views, but we're going to share those views with you. But we're also going to give you the opportunity to meet my good friend and colleague, the Brye. And so we're going to ask a few questions and kind of give you a chance to get to know him. All right, Brye, so there's the intro, okay? He's been friends with me for quite a while, and he understands how he's been watching the progress and the growth of the company the entire time. Brye, let's start with tell me where you're from and how long you've been here.
Yeah, so from Minnesota in the United States, and my wife and I moved here roughly 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, yeah, exactly. All right, Brye, so we're going to dive deep. As you know, and as all of you know, you guys have really gotten to know me over the last few years. I went to Ball State University. I did my undergrad in accounting over there, and then I did my master's in information communication science. I was on a tennis team, all that stuff. Brye has a very similar path, and that's what makes us jive very well together to provide you guys with the best service possible when you're looking to invest here. Brye, tell me a little bit about where you went to school, sports, anything along those lines, your favorite football, basketball teams, and also tell me then professionally what you did after university. Here you go. Here's the mic.
Sure. Yeah, so you know, in high school, of course, I played football, baseball, wrestling, did all that. Yeah. And then I went to community college to play baseball, where I got a degree in information technology.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then after that, I was an engineer, started with a small startup in the hometown I grew up, a .com back in the day.
.com. What year are we? We're back in
we're back in like 2002,
five.
Probably 2003.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, cool. We followed a very similar trajectory as far as college, the fields we went into initially out of university. It's very interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then from there I kind of jumped around other startups, and then I went from an engineering to more into the sales, business development aspect of IT, and that's kind of where I ended my career, the last 10 years of my career.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's very cool. That's great to see, and this is one of the things that resonated with me when I initially met Brye, before we became close personal friends, was his professional background, his professionalism, and his life experiences really came through, because you meet a lot of people here, especially in my capacity, and you're able to read characters very quick and understand what people are all about, and everything that him and his family was about really resonated with myself and Krista, and hence it's many years later, and we're very close friends. So all those experiences are very critical because it will translate out towards you guys when you come and visit, okay? Like I'm saying, most of our clients are from Canada, U.S., English speaking primarily, right? So having somebody like Brye on the team that's going to guide you here in Las Terrenas is so critical, okay? So let's go a little bit deeper. Let's talk world experiences. As you guys know, I've traveled all around the world. I searched literally everywhere for a spot that I felt that I could live with my family. All right. The whole love where you live. That was something we were searching for. Brye has a phenomenal story, absolutely phenomenal story about all the spots. And, you know, I'm proud to say he has visited more spots than I have, and searched long and hard. Long before he knew each other, he was searching for the same thing. And he landed right here in Los Terrenas and followed the same path as we did. So, Brye, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about the path that you followed, okay? All the spots that you've seen in the world, and why Los Terrenas was at the top of your list.
Yeah, sure. So my wife and I were fortunate enough when our first son was born to take a break from our professional careers.
Cool.
And we hit the road full-time traveling.
That's amazing.
And that was like in 2018. We spent, you know, a year driving through Mexico, understanding Latin America, Mexico. From there, we went over to Southeast Asia. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, that trip got cut. You know,
how long were you there, though?
We were there for about a year, and
Okay.
then that got cut a little short. But we loved it over there. We loved the scenery. We loved the beaches of like Thailand and Vietnam.
How do they compare to these beaches?
So when we got back to, you know, forced back to Minnesota because of the pandemic, we were looking for a country that we could travel to again.
Yes.
Luckily, Dominican Republic was open. Okay. So we landed in Sosua, spent a month there, was not our jive.
Did not resonate.
Yeah, it
Same
was,
thing we went through. Yeah.
really wasn't ours. So we knew a friend that said, go see Los Terrenas. Well, we got here and we saw the landscape and immediately fell in love. It reminds us of Thailand. It reminds us of Hawaii, you know, with the mountains and the beaches.
Yes.
So we ended up here and we never left.
So very similar trajectory. But we visited Spain. We went to Barcelona. We did Valencia. We really were confident in Mallorca, but all of these spots didn't resonate for one reason or another. Either the market was overpriced, or the winter. Right now, guys, we're in December. Like I said, this is winter. So in Mallorca, you were getting you could not touch the beaches. It was cold. So when you're coming from North America, that's not what you're looking for. And then also the travel time. The travel time to get, like you mentioned in the beginning part of what you just said, it's so convenient. An article just came out where they were discussing that. I don't know if you've read that article.
Yeah.
If you want to speak to that article really quick, that was a great article, and it really expressed why the distance makes it so convenient.
Right.
The Vogue magazine article.
Yeah, it was a Vogue magazine article, and it was a travel contributor who mentioned that she can come here for a long weekend because it's a direct flight to Santo Domingo, or, you know, El Cate if you're coming from Canada, which is 30 minutes down the road, 15 minutes down the road from us. So you can come here for a quick long weekend, even if you want. And for us, it's important to be able to go back to family easily, be on the same, you know, basically the same time zone as grandparents. So that 100%. Was important.
And yeah, same thing for us. And this is a reason why what we're doing is giving you a little insight about why we picked Los Terrenas, because I believe a lot of our investors resonate with us and our lifestyle and family size. All those things are very similar to us. So if we've been able to do it and achieve it, we feel very confident that if you're of the same mindset, you're able to achieve the same thing. Okay. So the distance is amazing because, as you guys know, I have different businesses in Canada still, and I have all my family, so it's very convenient. I just did this a couple weeks ago. I popped back and forth for 5 days to handle a few things, and it's so quick. Brye spoke about San Domingo. You can fly into El Cate. Literally, we're going to talk a little bit at the end before we say goodbye here about how Brye has transitioned from the process of coming here, searching for property, finding the place that he loves to live, and then building his own home in Los Terrenas. Okay, and that process is something that's invaluable experience that he's able to share with you guys because he's been through the whole gamut of everything, and that's what's critical. But when Brye mentioned El Cate, literally, we're sitting up on one of the highest points here in Los Terrenas, and El Cate is right over that mountain, about 15 minutes away. So Brye could be at the airport to head back. If he was going to fly direct to Toronto, he could be at the airport in 12 to 15 minutes right now. Okay, so it is really awesome. And if worst case, if you need to go Santo Domingo, it's only 2 hours, and we're able to provide you with a little bit of guidance on that process. So in closing here, I think you guys kind of got a pretty good feel for Brye. When you're visiting, I want you guys to understand when you're reaching out to me, I'm going to be connecting you not with there's brokerages around the world that will bring on people, right? And I respect that model, and they try to hire as many people as they can and bring on as many brokers as they can. That's not the model that we're going to follow with Kash International Luxury Real Estate. There's going to be a select few that follow the same morals, ethical boundaries, and focus on transparency and making sure that you find what you love, okay? Not because it is beneficial for us to sell, but because it's something that is going to benefit you, your family, and your money, okay? Because we've been through that process. We're not just brokers, you included. We are also investors.
Right.
And I think that's a big, big difference. You should never be buying real estate from someone that doesn't own their own home. And if you're looking to scale into an international market, then you should be talking to people that live in that market and have lived in that market, not somebody that's sitting, let's say, for example, Brye's from Minnesota. So someone sitting in Minnesota that is tech savvy with a website and can start a website and put an ad on Google.
Right.
If you're going to trust that person to buy real estate, you're going to be one of those horror stories that someone bought something unknowing, improper title, third-party liens on properties, and they didn't have the proper guidance because the person didn't live here. So what you have here from our team, we're going to be Las Terrenas, San Domingo, and Punta Cana / Cap Cana. Guys, you're going to have someone on the ground with you that lives and breathes in that market, but breathes the same air as you do as a North American. I hope that resonates and that makes sense to you. Does that make sense, Brye?
Makes sense to me.
If you want to add on to that, feel free to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key here is both Kash and I, we've started with looking for raw land. We look for condos on the beach. We look for existing homes. We've searched everything, so we know kind of every market. We just don't know pre-construction. We just don't know, existing. We know kind of the whole gamut of investment.
Exactly. No, Brye nailed it there, because there's so many experiences over the last few years that he reminds me of. He's like, hey, remember when we went to the top of that hill looking for this? Remember we went there and a dog chased us down the hill because we were on our original quads? Yeah. So, like, there's so many stories and experiences that have resonated in our minds that we're able to share with you guys now, and that experience is critical. One other thing I want to touch on before I go here is, and these are important points, this is real information and really something that you should consider when you're selecting a broker to assist you in this market. The one thing that's really important is sometimes, and we got this too, sometimes you have someone that says, oh, I've been living here for 25 years. Oh, I've been living here for 30 years. And that, to us, we learned quickly, that does not qualify you. That's great and amazing because you've loved where you live for 30 years or 20 years, but that doesn't qualify you to be the person to guide a North American, because you don't understand their needs and wants. You understand the needs and wants of this local community, but you don't understand the needs and wants of a North American moving here with their family, taking that massive risk, selling their house, or pulling out a home equity line of credit, doing something like that. You don't understand those. That person may not understand those needs, and more than likely, they do not. We do, right? So I think that's really important. I think we're your target market. If you're North American, we're the ones that understand what you're going to need and want. So I think on that point, I think you guys understand. Make us your first phone call when you're coming here. Yep. Okay? Make us your first phone call. You've got a chance to meet Brye here. He's an amazing gentleman, one of my best friends at this point, and will really, really be able to guide you the way I would personally guide you. And of course, guys, I'm here. I'm in San Domingo, and I'm in Las Terrenas. I have multiple properties here. I'm here all the time. But Brye and myself are talking on a daily basis continually, and we're always looking for better opportunities for you. All right, so that was your chance to meet Brye. Brye, if anything in closing, feel free to share it with them. And welcome to the team. Looking forward to seeing your success and the success of our clients, and I think you're going to do amazing.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Like Kash said, make us your first call. It's important. When we get you on the ground here in town, we just don't show you properties. We show you what the town's all about, and that's key. A lot of brokers here will just start taking you to properties. Correct. That's not how we do it. Yes. We show you like what town has to offer, so we can better understand what you want as an investor and as a buyer.
Exactly. I'm going to show you the whole thing. You're going to see it all, and then you're going to guide us, and we're going to guide you, and we'll work as a team. We're going to be a team, and guys, we do provide a one-stop shop for you guys. So you're going to have access to our Love Where You Live network of professionals, lawyers, accountants, trainers, constructors, all that network we've developed that works towards North Americans. You're going to have access to that when you work with us. All right, guys. The sun is rising. It's about 8 a.m. here on a Sunday, but we had to get this video out to you because it was just such a beautiful day, and we're sitting here over Playa Cazón, Playa Bonita, and it is really a spot that you need to come and visit this season. There's great opportunities out there for you, and it will be our honor to help you guys and guide you in this process of finding somewhere you love to live. All right, guys, thanks so much. And Brye, thanks again, and congratulations.
Thanks.
All right. you.